my name is Mike Walden. I'm now a resident of Lindsborg for just a little over 40 years. Can you believe that? So I'd like to address you just briefly about something that's been hitting my heart kind of strongly lately. I love our sign we have outside of our city when you drive in. It says Willkommen to Lindsborg. I like that very much. I see we have it on our seal behind Becky, and Greg back there says Willkommen as well. The area here, of course, was developed by immigrants that came to this area almost 150 years ago. This next year we'll be celebrating our 150th anniversary. My wife's parents are from this area. I'm Irish, but she's from this area, and her parents came over in the late 1800s. In both cases, they came over here for economic opportunity. They weren't seeking political asylum or anything else. They just wanted to have a better life. And I think that's probably the case with most of the immigrants that came to this area here. In some cases, it was for some religious freedom that they hoped that they would be able to establish, but it's also clearly for economic reasons that they came here. A better life. My wife's grandfather, who came over, was not a citizen here in the United States for about 18 years. He simply worked and lived in the area without much hassle. And the reason that he decided to become a citizen was because he had finally saved up enough money he wanted to buy land. And so that was basically the reason that he finally became a citizen. In the case of my wife's grandmother, she was 14 when she came over here unaccompanied. And she wound up marrying somebody at the age of 16. Today, this would be looked at as probably something illegal, perhaps on the edge of being sex slave trade, but made for her a chance to have a better economic opportunity, so she became a citizen as well. Now, they were part of a great migration that came here of people that a lot of the country looked on as dumb Swedes. The Swedes were thought to be a group of lower intellectual level people of the world. They were thought of as being somewhat lazy or whatever. They came here and they did their settlement. The Irish that I'm a part of even had a lower status. We were well known to be terrorists. We were well known to be abusers of the drug at the time, of alcohol. And we were considered also to be of an inferior status of other people in the area. But nonetheless, they came here. My family did, her family did, to make a better life for themselves, and they did. I take a look at Lindsborg today, and I think that Lindsborg could use more immigrants. And I think if the city had the chance to grow a little bit, it would probably be better for it. I think that's true of the state of Kansas, by the way, as well. We can ask what kind of immigrant do we want? Do we want to exclude certain types of immigrants over others? As I said, my history of being Irish, of course, comes in with a group that were certainly discriminated against for many, many years. Lindsborg has a history of discrimination against certain types of people. We had sunset laws that I believe were actually still in the books when I first came to this town 40 years ago, that would not allow black people to spend the night in the town unless you were associated somehow with the college. Ella Belle Davis was a great operatic soprano. And in 1946, she came here to this town and gave a performance in Cresser Hall, at the end of which she was not allowed to spend the night at Lindsborg. It was against the law, and nobody wanted her in any of the hotels or anywhere else. So she stayed in the house that my wife and I currently own, which is next to the mill, and at that time it was part of the county, not part of the city. And since it was outside of the city, it was allowed that she could stay there. So we have a little bit of a history of this, and I think it says that each generation has to make sure that we encourage different cultures and races. It will add strength to our town. We should not be in any hurry to discriminate against people like this. We have a government right now that has over the decades limited immigration over several last decades. This isn't a brand new phenomenon. And now it seems that the or those seeking economic betterment, like my wife's parents did, great-grandparents, I should say, and even asylum seekers who are protected by international law, which we are party to those treaties. I think instead of trying to limit immigration, we should try to encourage it. We should be trying to get our government to enact laws that will make it easier and quicker to become citizens and or obtain legal status. That's how you stop illegal immigration. Just make it easier for people to become legal. I think we need to fix the separation of families, parents from their children. As of Thursday, I understand that there were still 565 cases of children that had not been reconnected with family members in this country. It was a public policy, for a short time at least, to separate people to try to be a deterrent against people trying to immigrate here, whether for economic opportunity or for asylum status. I don't have anything specific that I want to ask you to do. I think it's kind of silly to talk about us trying to become a sanctuary city or whatever else, because I don't think we have a lot of ice involved in the town here. But I do know that there are several very important, very good people that have left our community because of the current laws that we have in place. We've had one on Main Street just now who's leaving because her husband feels that he can no longer have an opportunity to receive an immigration status. I know of one out on the highway, the restaurant that left, a family that left. We're losing entrepreneurs, and I don't know why we would want to be in that status of losing entrepreneurs and people who would be otherwise good citizens. So I encourage you just to keep in your minds as we come into this next year, if there are any ways that we can stand up and say, Willkommen to Lindsborg. That's a good thing for us to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Is anybody else here? Good. Anybody else? All right. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Hearing none, I'll give the mayor's report. First of all, welcome to a young man who's here on the end of the trial. This is Tim Carstetter. He is an attorney. Purchase Bill Series Department. Thank you, guys.
Bill's gone tonight, so he asked me to sub for him if he had a free game.
Welcome, Tim. Thank you. Quite a few announcements here. One is congratulations to Lindsborg for this past weekend. What a weekend. Big thanks to people like Mike Dreyer on the water fight in the park. For some of you that might have been there, it was a great turnout. Finally, it was nice weather. And having the, having the concert on the Old Mill Bridge Saturday night. I mean, I was kind of blown away how many people were there. So it was another beautiful evening, and again, we need to say thank you to Mike Dreyer, a busy guy. This weekend, another event, and Blaine, you can help with this if you would please. Is it Saturday evening?
Yeah, Saturday day, during the day, there will be contestants doing what we call a backyard barbecue, where there'll be smokers going downtown all day, and then they will turn in a portion for the judges. We have some local judges that will be judging that. And then all the meat is donated, and they'll be serving barbecue pork sandwiches, and I think there's baked beans and slaw. And then after that, then will be the street dance. And that'll all be on the south end of Main Street.
That's Saturday evening. Excuse me. I need to make a special note that our next council meeting will not be on a Monday, which will be the first Monday in September is Labor Day. So it will be on Tuesday, the 4th of September. Also is an event that we, hopefully, the whole community is invited to this, to meet the new physician, Dr. Roseborough. This will be Thursday, this coming Thursday at 5 o'clock at the Sunstrom. He will be there with his family, 2 small children and what?
2 little boys and his wife Jessica Cooper.
Okay. So I hope a lot of people can make that and give a good welcome to our new doctor. We also have a gift that has been given to Lindsborg. Some of you might have remembered there was an artist here, her name was Mary Erickson. She was really a very fine painter. She gave this has been hanging in People's Bank, and she decided that she thought Lindsborg should have one of these, so this has been given to us here in City Hall, and we'll find a place for it, of our Swedish folk dancers. So thank you very much to Mary Erickson, really a wonderful artist. I believe that's all the announcements that I have.
Again, I just add, I didn't provide a lot of detail. The barbecue is part of the fundraiser for the Smoky Valley After Prom. And then the dance, I think, is organized by the ad hoc group, is it not? Yes.
And it's free.
Yes.
It's free downtown. So there's a new band this year, so that'll be something new happening. It's been the same band for a long time. So anyway, and it's supposed to be wonderful weather again. So could be another really fun event in downtown Lindsborg. Excuse me. All right. I think that's all of my report. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
It has been moved and approved to approve the consent agenda. Jerry?
Rick,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Blaine,
Yes.
Betty, yes, Ed,
Yes.
Mark, David.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passed. Tim, I think we have a new appointment.
Well, I don't know if I would say new, because she's been with the service before. So she moved away and was with another service, but now she's back and would like to rejoin the EMS service. Kelsey Renzo is her name, so I'm requesting that she go out to do so.
Is she here? She's not here. She's not here. Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
It's been moved and approved to approve Kelsey Brunzell as a new member of the EMT. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Thank you.
You have no report, all right. Old business. Any old business? Okay. New business. Here.
This is an item for discussion only. I'm not asking for any money. I'm asking for some correction, feedback from the council on what would be kind of a dramatic change in the use of the fish pond in the Swenson Park. It's been an issue for a number of years. Over 10 years ago, Thad Marble, the Parks and Rec Director, brought me a proposal that just never caught the fancy of the council at the time that it was supposed to come. When I took over the Parks Department, I came up with some ideas in 2012, and it just got so expensive that we didn't do it. So, as you can see, if you look at the agenda sheet, I've got an idea of filling it and planting and creating the memorial garden for the memory of Paul Swenson. We really don't have anything on city grounds that honors the memory of the wife of Paul Swenson, and I think this would be an appropriate place. We have a big boulder right next to the fish pond now that commemorates the founding of the Women's Missionary Society. And she's mentioned, I as a trade or some family member, but really nothing about it. Some of you already know that that fish pond is built on the site of the original parsonage, all on the lake. What I'd like to do is plant the area, plant the space, take down the fence. I never liked the fence. Plant it with some suitable plants like fountain grass. And probably some hardy perennials, but initially annuals that will provide color in the spring. And then make it into a place where you can sit on a bench and just kind of ponder the beauty of the garden and be quiet. We don't have that in a park that we normally think of as serene. We've got a little seating area out on the street, Main Street, the gazebo, but you're right on Main Street, Wilson. So just be a quiet, shady spot. Now, in the agenda sheet, I mentioned that we might want to hire a landscape architect to design something. I'm not pitching that. I think we could do something in-house. But certainly open to the idea of developing professional presentation, if that's what you need. Not a problem. The goal is to have something in place well before it says the centennial celebration, although I will point out fountain grass we would probably plant in the spring. It doesn't do well in the fall or winter. That's a garden that trust me. If you're interested, though, I'll pursue it and I'll bring back a little more concrete design and cost, although I'm convinced it will be under $2,500. The kiosk for the plaque commemorating, explaining the reason for the memorial garden, that's something that I would want some help with, and that certainly would be subject to your permissions. So, any feedback on the idea?
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
The prototype you kind of illustrated here shows the what is now the concrete center, which was a fountain.
Yes.
There isn't any plan. Is there a plan to turn this into a fountain?
No.
And then what is what you propose that the infill in that is set up as just a wood mulch, because when it grow the botanical part as we go?
We would fill initially with garden soil, grow stuff. I'm not concerned about carrying out the existing pond, concrete to that extent. We got enough depth that if we're not planting deeply rooted crops like trees or larger shrubs, grass is going to be fine, and smaller annuals will be fine. Covered with what you see in the renderings with a mulch of some kind.
So the only deconstruction you really have, the demolition you really have, is the fence.
Perhaps if we're in the sandstone, never been a fan of that either. But we'll cross that bridge.
And the fountain. I mean, that could go. One of the things that I think people need to understand is that park, as Gary said, that was the basement of Carla Allen Swenson's original home. That park was given to the city by the Swenson family. And that's, it's called Swenson Park. Alma Swenson is also the person that really started the Messiah chorus. She is the person that constructed and led all of those people to perform that. And she has had a great impact on this community. There has been, for the past 3 years, a group of people that have been dreaming about having some kind of a commemoration for her. I think they would still like to do something, Gary. So in the design that you do or somebody does, this through by a few people, and one of the ideas was to do various bronze plaques that detail her life and why she is a significant figure in Lindsborg.
It's great.
So, I agree with that too.
Isn't it true that the Lindsborg Volunteer Fire Department built this, the original pond and fountain in the late 30s, early
Late
40s?
30s, I believe that's true. I looked for Thad's history, couldn't find it. And I believe anytime a person was brought in, he didn't necessarily finish all the work. I think he was qualified by the fire department.
He was on the committee, the parks, the Lindsborg Parks Committee. We found those minutes in the basement of the city hall. Do you know that? It was with all of with Thad Moore, who was the parks person. He found all that stuff and the idea.
Couldn't find it for a meeting, but certainly hold it out for.
Anton Pearson, who was an artist here, they ran out of money, and they thought they needed a fountain because they needed a pond. So he said, I will create this, I'll create a fountain, but it'll just be temporary. And it's now 100 and some years old.
And I actually like the idea of keeping that. I know you're looking for some ideas, and as someone that does enjoy gardening, I see it as an ideal way to fill it with succulents and let them be there as remembrance to those of us that recall it as a fountain and a pond. I understand that it can't be a fountain again, but to have part of the fountain remain, even though it's not the original, I think is a nice touch too for consideration.
Certainly work with the fires, or the rocks.
So you're just looking, this is information for council, and we'll go forward from there.
From what I'm hearing, how it works. Okay.
At least we look at Virginia consensus to move in that direction.
I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
thank you.
lots, bigger. You're a parks guy.
Yeah, I think, since I never thought I would be in charge of formal gardens, but I am, and it is amazing how many people do come and just spend time sitting, watching. How many people come and just take pictures of flowers and plants? So I think if we will receive, I think it's a great idea. And we've been struggling with this thing for many years. I think this is the best option for so far.
Maybe we'll save some money on our insurance, because we won't have a body of water.
Let's pretend that that's true.
Oh, that's
Still like a swimming pool.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Gary. Next item of business, the Centennial Committee. This will be Susan and Becky and
We're available for questions.
Becky.
Do you want more information?
Yeah, why don't you just tell us?
Well, the secret ballot will be unveiled December 31st, 2018, time yet to be determined. Carl Wilson is the artist. We are asking your permission to put said ballot on the corner in front of the Sunstrom. Obviously, there's not room to put it on the corner. There's a post there. And I imagine, I guess that it would be facing the street like the others that are close to the corners. So that's what we're asking. It's going to be your standard wild ballot. They can be standard on a concrete base.
Who is funding the bill?
You are. We're using part of our budgeted money to pay for the wild ballot.
Okay, thank you.
And the name will be unveiled when it's unveiled.
Okay.
Still will be. Not that it's still be. Do I hear a motion that we approve the placement of this dollar in front of the Sunstream building.
So,
Okay, that was a duo. Who was
yeah,
it?
give it credit.
Okay, and a second by,
I got Rick.
On the second.
She might have got me as a second.
Or is she?
You're in
I got you as a
charge, you're in charge of this.
Have a motion?
Yes.
Okay.
all right? Any other discussion about this?
I think, as far as placement, I would say just leave it up to city staff if the most appropriate place where it's not going to be a visual hindrance for traffic, and so on and so forth to walk in. They would be best to manage that, I believe.
All right, sounds good. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor of placement of this doll in front of the Sunstream building, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes, thank you. Resolution 418. Tim?
I'm looking at the property at 307 North Washington, and we've been trying to work with the resident of that property for a couple of months now. He has been making progress, so today he took a makeshift tarp and tried to cover the vehicle. So he's trying, but we're just not getting the property cleaned up. It's been 60 days, and it's just not getting done. So I would like to move forward with the abatement so that if he doesn't get it done, that we can take some action. So we still have some trash and debris on the property, and I'd like to see the vehicle covered a little better than it is.
Explain to us what abatement.
Or I would hire someone to come in and clean it up, the vehicle if I need to.
Would you like your motion?
Make a motion to approve resolution number 04-180.
Second.
And the resolution is, you have it in your packet, and it's somewhat lengthy, so I'll read the whole thing. And so, Tim, what you are advocating right now is to remove the vehicle and various piles of
Wood, lawn, tree debris, construction materials, carpet.
carpet and all that. The pictures that you showed us, that's the stuff that you're gonna, and then the cost of doing that will be put onto the property.
That's correct.
On the vehicle, you said there's a makeshift cover, but if I remember correctly, the back window or one of the windows is broken out. Is that covered? And will any cover keep access from the interior of the vehicle?
I don't think it's covered well on it.
Okay, any further questions?
Yes, if this resolution is adopted by the council, they have a certain amount of time to address it before you hire someone.
Normally, I serve them the resolution and then give them 30 days.
So another 30 days. Okay, thank you.
Any more questions?
David?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Debbie?
Yes.
Blaine?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you, resolution passes. Next item is League of Kansas Municipalities voting delegates. That meeting is in October, I believe.
Yes. Conference is October 6th through 8th in Topeka.
And we have two.
We have two voting delegates and two alternates. And attending on behalf of the city, Barry Anderson, Councilman Martin, Jerry Sperling, and myself.
We have to decide two voting?
To decide who you want as your voting delegates and who you want as your alternates. You have a pool of four.
I nominate Dumars and Sperling to represent, how about Anderson and Dumars to represent the city of Lindsborg at the league meeting in October?
Anderson and Dumars, okay? That was a motion.
Yes, I guess.
Melanie, how you did that? Okay, do I hear a second to that, please? Any other people that really want to do this? All right. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So Becky and Ray,
So you think about alternates.
oh, alternates. Gosh, where should it be?
I make a motion that Martin and Sperling serve as alternates to the league meeting in October.
Second?
Anybody else? Okay. There was a motion, there was a second?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. So we each have a duty as we go to that wonderful meeting. All right. Next item is, Mary is going to talk about the agreement between city and rural fire.
Every year, we look at the rural fire district agreement between District Number 8 and the city. In the past, we've looked at about a 3% increase on the fee for the city-provided services and vehicle storage. And the fire runs are basically $40 a fire run in excess of, I got mixed up there, I'm sorry. Anything over 40 fire runs in a year gets charged the excess premium. And the last 2 or 3 years, it seems like the rural fire runs have been up over 40, so we have been getting in excess of what's been budgeted. But this agreement has gone past the rural fire district number 8, and they have approved it by their committee, so it's just up for approval council.
All right. So this is a recommendation to approve this agreement.
Yes.
Okay. Any motion to approve this agreement?
So moved.
Okay. Okay. Any discussion on this? No discussion? You can just, okay. All those in favor of approving this agreement between the city and rural fire district number 8, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you, Barry. Okay.
I would move to go into executive session to discuss a claim against the city pursuant to the attorney-client privilege exhibition, KSA 75-4319B2 for 10 minutes, and to include the city attorney and city administrator. The open meeting will resume at 7:17.
Yes. Need a
All in
second.
favor, say aye.
Was there a second?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rick.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I know. I looked at it.
You
83 throughout his significance more flat where we were last year. So obviously, the majority of them were shot up. It's not like that 45, 50, or 1,000. Well, Chicago and St. Louis are higher. And so why are these things? They share with somebody. It's not going to be there's a bunch of fear you can hold it in front of the camera. It's just give me an extension and I don't think so. Maybe the last one after we lost. How many entrepreneurs from this Good. It's good to see you. Very good. How are you guys doing? You know, oh, that's what you do.
I know. Larry's not going to let that happen.
So you have that household redone and all fixed up, or she's waiting. It'll never be done. It's the next step. You should start opening it up for tours. I'll pay for that. That's why a lot of people say there's a lot of people probably didn't break this down. There's going to be a lot of people that are probably going to go through the house. Well, it is an easy but it's too big for us. We got to start thinking about moving on. Give it to another bunch of people. That whole area is some folks and these are changes. The county, the ownership of I didn't talk to the city. I had absolutely no position. They don't show it. And we want to put up a sign that has the county commissioners voting to do that, so everybody knows who's responsible. So I see a tremendous amounts of people coming in and, the southern part of the county, these bonds and whatever else. I don't think the terrorists is something to look different from this, but I think they're okay.
Riverside Park has regular family guests. What do you know?
Absolutely. And a lot of people who have meals and which will scare us like areas. Well, yeah, we're not trying to find this report that is a contact over there on show. They come just so they know it's 3%. I don't know.
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
For the city. See, I can take a perfect negotiation. And do I think It's raising the sewage, it's getting raising the elevation, and then getting it over. Well, I can remember for several years now, there was quite a bit of city sewage that was just going directly into the river. The river sewer line is probably it might be, but we do have a floor. I have something get rid of that sludge that means it still functions. I mean, we never had any water on back up.
That part of development history talk to the southwest of you. That's beautiful, correct? Just and approximately existing sewer.
You need an elevation.
Because it's so shallow on the river.
These folks, yeah. And also, James,